Time is now 6:39 a.m. here on this beautiful Monday morning. Speaking of Valentine's Day, the wife and I, we went to Natalia's over the weekend. And literally, Alex, as we were getting ready to leave home, it started thundering. And I was like, what's going on? We already had to deal with the rain. Why this?
Yeah, and so the crazy thing is, I was up north of Metro Atlanta over the weekend. We did see some rain on Saturday, but not as much as we saw down here. You go a few miles north, they had accumulating snow up in the North Georgia mountains. So yes, I showed you last week you could take those snow maps in central Georgia and toss them in the trash can, and I think that worked out pretty well over the weekend. Here's a live look over downtown. You can certainly see the sun coming up now. I can see it on all the TVs here in the studio. There on the right side of your screen, a current temperature of 39 in Macon, a wind out of the west-northwest at about 7 miles an hour. 39 in Fort Valley, 39 in Byron, 38 in Perry, 37 waking up in Bleckley County, and 37 waking up in Baldwin County, 36 over in Sandersville, 41 in Vidalia, and 41 in Taylor County at 40 minutes after 6 on this Monday morning. We don't have anything to speak of on the radar picture, not only here in central Georgia, but for the most part across the southeast. You've got to go back up towards the Outer Banks of North Carolina, the Hampton Roads region of Virginia to find any showers this morning. The low pressure that brought us that weekend rain that Wanye was talking about is already up in the northeast, so that is history for us. We'll begin to watch back out over to the west to see our next weather system develop, which won't be here for a few days. So let's time out the details as we get into Future View today. Temperatures up near 60 by the noon hour. Then later this afternoon, we will all get into the 60s for a high temperature, mid 60s at that. Into the night tonight, a cold start for your Valentine's Day. This is going to be around 7 tomorrow morning, a mid to upper 30s across central Georgia. And then through the day on Valentine's Day, we'll see just a little increase in the way of cloud cover. Temperatures finding their way into the upper 60s and low 70s by Valentine's afternoon. Into the overnight hours for Wednesday morning, talking about potentially a shower or two by the time we get to the mid-morning and into the afternoon hours. However, all of that will clear out by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon and evening. Now, the likelihood of staying dry on Wednesday, very high. I think if you do see a shower, you're going to be to the north, and it is going to be very short-lived. That takes us into the end of the week. Let's watch this now. Thursday afternoon and evening, a severe weather situation setting up back off to the west. However, notice both the Euro and the GFS have the front losing its punch by the time it gets to central Georgia Friday morning, and all the rain gone by, say, Friday at the noon hour. So I know what's going on out to the west as of now. I'm not too concerned about a severe weather threat here, but we'll watch in the days ahead because it's a little too close for comfort. 20% chance of rain Wednesday morning, followed by 30% Thursday evening, 80% Friday morning. And the temperatures today on the uphill swing as well. 59 by the noon hour, 62 by 1, a high right around 68, so close to that 70-degree mark. Then for tonight, back down into the 30s, going with 38 as the overnight low. Sunset at 6:18, less than a month until daylight saving begins. And then Valentine's Day tomorrow. 69 the high there, partly cloudy skies, calling it seasonably warm. The average high for this time of year is 63, so going above that and then continuing that trend into the middle part of the week. 75 by Wednesday, 77 on Thursday with a 30% chance of rain. Cooler on the flip side of the cold front.